Hey guys, welcome to this video on the C programming language. So in this video, we're going to talk about enumeration, which is also known as enum, and enum is a user-defined data type in the C programming language. It is used to assign names to integral constants, and these names make a program easier to read and maintain. So let's go ahead and get started here by first including our library, stdio.h, and then we're going to create our main function, so int main, and we need a return value, so return 0 at the end there. Now let's go ahead and create our enum data type. So we're going to do enum, and then I'm going to create a enum data type of cart suites, or suits, I'm sorry, cart suits. And I'm going to call this suit, and suit's going to contain again all of the suits of a card. So that will be clubs, diamonds, hearts, and spades. And I guess I will put S for clubs as well, keep it plural. Now let's go ahead and create a variable for our enum data type. So that's enum suite, and then we need a name for it. So I'm going to call it cards. All right. And now let's give cards a value, set it equal to clubs, and then let's print the value of cards. Okay. Oops. All right. Now, you may say, well, we never gave it a value. You don't see a value. Well, if we don't give these constants values, it's going to start the value from 0 and then increment each one by 1 each not each time, but it's going to increment each one by 1 in order. So clubs will be 0, diamonds will be 1, hearts will be 2, and spades will be 3. So let's go ahead and print this and see if we get back 0. And we can see here that we do get back 0 because clubs was our first constant, and if we were to print spades, we should get back the value 3. So let's change this value here, clubs, to spades, and let's see if we get back the value 3. And indeed we do. It's right there. All right. Now let's set a value equal to clubs, or set clubs equal to a value. Clubs will equal the value, we'll go with 10. And so now if we print clubs, so let's change cards and set it equal to clubs, and let's print the value of cards here, we should get back the value 10. Okay, and what we can see here is we do get back the value 10. So now what does that mean? That what does diamonds equal? What does hearts equal? Well, now they're just going to increment by 1 as well. So if we were to change this here to diamonds, we should see that the value should be 11. So let's go ahead and run this. All right, and we see that we get back 11 here. Okay, now, okay, what if we were to set diamonds equal to, let's say, 0? So now what would diamonds be? Well, it's going to be 0, right? Because that's what we set it equal to. And that's what we get here is the value 0. But the question is, what's hearts and what's the value of spades? So let's go ahead and print hearts. So first we're going to set cards equal to hearts, and then we're going to print cards. So hearts is going to be 1 more than whatever the constant value was before it. So it's going to be equal to 1. So let's go ahead and run that right now. And what we can see is that we get back the value 1 here for hearts as expected. And then what's spades? What's the value of spades here? Well, spades is going to be 1 more than the value that hearts was. So hearts was value 1, so spades should be value 2. So let's go ahead and change this down here to spades. And let's run this. And so now we see that spades prints out the value 2. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get rid of this where we define the variable's data type. And if we were to run the program now, we would get an error message. But what we can do instead is we can just create the variable here, and we're going to call it cards. And now we can run this, and we'll see that we get no error messages. All right, so everything still works perfectly fine. That's just another way of doing what we did previously. Okay, let's see what else we can do. We can use those constants in our print statement. We don't have to set it equal to a variable such as cards. I can easily just print out spades. All right, and let's run that. And so we see that we still get back the value 2. Let's go ahead and print out clubs. And you can see I get the value 10 as expected. Okay, and let's go ahead and comment this out, and let's just have some fun with the suits. So I'm going to create a variable I used to iterate through a for loop. So I'm going to create a for loop. Set I equal to hearts, because hearts is equal to 1. Actually, let's do diamonds, because diamonds is equal to 0. And I want this loop to run while I is less than or equal to clubs. So clubs is equal to 10. And then I want I to increment by 1 each time. And let's just print out the value of I every iteration. All right, so it should print out 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, all the way up to 10. So let's go ahead and run this. All right, and what we see is we get 0 to 10 as expected. So you can see how you could use these constants within your program. All right, so I think that's it on enums. I hope this video was very helpful for you all. Please leave any questions you have in the comments section. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that like button. And if you found this video helpful, please share it. Maybe others will find it helpful as well. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.